we are gonna read for Cancer season. It commences on the 21st of June. Calling in the official summer season. I hope everyone has been ready and anxiously waiting for summer. I know I certainly have. So here we are. It is summer. It is the commencement of the hot girl summer. Before we even get started, let's take a really deep breath in. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Let all of it go. The energy that is brought here is the energy that is returned back tenfold. If you wish to receive the benefits of the reading, you have got to hit that thumbs up button and you have got to be subscribed, because you know what? That's just how it works here. If you would be interested in booking a reading, you can email me, rubyreadstarot@hotmail.com, to discuss pricing and scheduling. All payments are currently on PayPal only, and all readings are non-refundable. Okay, so Cancer season, the commencement of the hot girl summer. Summer season has begun. For me, summer is always a time of great happiness, of abundance and fruitfulness. So God willing, we all share an absolutely beautiful Cancer season right off the bat. That's the 9 of Cups. Looks like prayers are being answered. So the general collective would really benefit from absolutely being fully consciously aware of how the collective conscious is what is projected out into reality, because ultimately we're a network grid that is magnetically kind of powering what's taking place in the world. And I feel like there is, for a lot of us, a really good reason to kind of take the attention off of what's happening externally and come back and really kind of reflect over the emotional accolades that one has accomplished, and using that as a reference to kind of see where it is that one can sit in this state of frequency of contentment. Now, for a lot of people, that might sound like really basic advice, like, okay, just be content and everything's going to be good. But for a lot of people, they're not actually practicing a very powerful frequency, because the vibration of contentment is vibrating exceptionally fast and exceptionally high. So here you are, the beginning of summer. Here you are, the beginning of Cancer season, and you're really being asked to take a moment to reflect over your emotional accomplishments. Those are your emotional accolades lined up, and you at the center of it. And use this message to be a reminder to you. You are perhaps the nucleus in this situation. Now, if I'm speaking to you, you know that I'm ultimately just a part of your subconscious that's reflecting back to you a message that you know has already been playing out for you, by you. So here I am as you, reminding you, you've done a lot. You've accomplished a lot. You've come mighty far. There's a lot that you have achieved, and there are things that you may have thought that you could not have achieved, yet you made it. Now, for some reason, that is really ringing on my bell and telling me that, you know what, there is something to be celebrated here. And for a lot of us, it has to be us. The beginning of this hot girl summer begins, and it doesn't matter what sex you are. You can be a guy having an amazing hot girl summer. However, let's be really clever about the energy that we're using right now. Ultimately, this is energy work that's going on here, and if you have been led here, you actually know how this works. There is somewhere where you do need to celebrate yourself this summer. There is somewhere where you have to be the nucleus, the center point within all of it. There's a level of magnetism drawing in things that will guarantee you success if you are willing to sit in a higher vibrational frequency. Now, why are a lot of people not, if it was that simple, why could a lot of people not do it? Well, let's just look at all of the training that's been put out in the world. Let's just look at how this matrix is a grid system that actually benefits from you being in your lowest vibration. A great act of rebellion for you this week might actually be to let the start of summer be one where you are absolutely high, vibrating on a level that may be a little bit more upbeat than you normally would be. Now, Mercury does plan to go in retrograde at the end of the month, but in the sign of Gemini, it really doesn't mean anything bad at all. If anything, it means that there is a revision that's taking place, and that revision absolutely has everything to do with how you must now look over the things that you have absolutely accomplished up until now, and how you have absolutely manifested everything that you have hoped and wished and wanted. Summer begins with you at the center of all of it. Your emotional accolades lined up behind you, reminding yourself Gemini season has come with a message. It came with some information. Now, the comments are off because this Gemini new moon in particular, there was a lot going on in that crown chakra. Any more energetic connection, I think I might frazzle out. So let's take a moment to look at all of the information that may have come through with this Gemini new moon. That's kind of given us the green light to run into Cancer season being the one who celebrates you the most. Now, a lot of you might actually see that this is now becoming a very heavy theme in your life for you, where you are being invited to look over the things that you thought that you wouldn't necessarily be able to come to the other side of, yet you have successfully and very successfully managed to do so with whatever this news was that you needed to receive with this Gemini new moon. And I do feel for a lot of you, if you really want to have the life hack that gets you to the very, very top, the more you're consciously putting your awareness and your attention on all the things that you have accomplished up until now, I guarantee you the rest of the year will pass very easily for you. Now, there's so many people hooked into these matrixy grids that they won't take advice like that to heart, and they won't take it seriously. But those of you who have hit that thumbs up button, and those of you who are subscribed, please know this is a hot girl summer, a one to remember. One that's absolutely fruitful, one that is absolutely abundant, and one that actually reeks of success. Now, as I've already said, a lot of you are going to have to put yourself in main character energy, and why the fuck not? It is summer. The news that you have needed, the green light that you've been given, is actually you racing towards the abundance that's inherently yours. Do you remember? Do you remember? Have I woken you up? Right. Well, if you remember, and if you're here to claim this, please make sure you've hit that thumbs up button. What you're running into this summer, once you've understood that you are the nucleus of it, you are the center of all of it, and it literally is you projecting everything outwards. Once you've sat with those emotional accolades for long enough to remember, wait, hold on, there is this connection to how I see myself and all of the things I've wanted to accomplish. So, here you are, being reminded as we step into Cancer season, as we go through the summer solstice portal, you're gonna have to bring yourself back to you. The best way to do that is by you remembering who you are. The best way for you to move forward with the things that you know that you want to receive is to act on the information that confirms your identity. The more you're willing to sit with the authenticness of you. Now, I have, over the past 10 years, seen so much bullshit on being your authentic self, where there have literally been people that would know shit all about what they've transformed themselves through fake means such as plastic surgery and all the rest of it. What the fuck is authentic about any of that, realistically speaking? So here you are, being told to practice what your authentic self truly means by reflecting over the emotional accolades you've accomplished up until now. Who does that make you? What identity does that give you? Who are you to know that you are the one that will get yourself through wherever you need to get to? You will be the one carrying yourself through this. If you are to remember, you got you there. Always. Now, being your authentic self for me means sitting with yourself over all of the things that you've accomplished up until now and actually giving yourself a pat on the back and letting yourself raise your own vibrational frequency, knowing that you've done it in the past and you'll do it before. And the support of Almighty God is there if you ask Him for it. And even if you don't, the vibration of contentment, the vibration of reminding yourself that you are the nucleus in all of this, high main character, summer 2026. There's a race, one that isn't particularly strenuous, one that isn't particularly difficult. It is something that you're charging forward with the right intellectual information to a grand sum of abundance. This grand sum of abundance is going to really be apparent once you've reminded yourself to put yourself at the center of all of this. King of Cups. We step into Cancer season fully equipped for the ups and downs and the emotional pulls, and this is a really good omen for me. Because it feels to me like whoever I'm channeling into right now, you've reached this level of self-awareness. Whoever I'm talking to right now, you have really put yourself in a place where, regardless of the promise of the constant flux, the constant to and fro of life, regardless of all of that, you put yourself on top of all of it. And it doesn't faze you. And you're moving forward strong. Emotionally speaking, Cancer season is one where, regardless of the ups and downs, regardless of the pull and the to and fro, regardless of all of that, there's this emotional intellect, there's this emotional edge that's giving you this power throughout this season. And it is saying to you, remind yourself of how big your heart has grown. And I love this because it's this advice, right? It's this, putting yourself at the center of it, unifying all of the emotional experiences that have provided you with enough gratification to put you on this throne. Unify all of these accolades, unify all of these emotional accomplishments, unify you, unify your energy, right? And a lot of you will be seeing synchronicities as you're beginning to unify your energy. All of those things that you have been through up until now that may have pulled on your heartstrings, all of those things, if you are willing right now to unify all of those victories, all of those successes, and remind yourself that you're the nucleus in all of this, you sit yourself on a throne with one of the strongest elements out there. That's the whole ocean. That's a lot of emotional abundance. That's a lot of emotional security. Now, an emotionally stable person is one who is winning out in life. And there is this level of emotional stability to this summer that brings emotional contentment because you've taken the time to unify everything within you that has put you on that throne in the first place. The Fool card. There's a new beginning that this summer comes with. For a lot of you, that means the inevitable closing out of a certain phase, a certain chapter, the old story, and being reborn. So this summer starts with a lot of you feeling absolutely reborn. And you know what? There is this level of funding that's coming through from understanding that really, ultimately, you are at the center of all of it. And once you've decided to move forward with the information that this new moon has provided you with, about how it is, literally speaking, there's certain traumas, triggers, and forms of thinking that you can't actually move forward with anymore. And it would serve you to do your best, as we are in this Leo energy, as Jupiter is moved into the sign of Leo as has Venus, to overcome bits of yourself that you know have been stagnating. As the planets prepare to move into the sign of Virgo, into the sign of the Virgin, there is a level of eternity that you need to be thinking about, which is a lot bigger than the traumas and the triggers that may have been settling into your subconscious. There is this need for you to overcome things that have become petty annoyances, things that have sat in your subconscious and acted almost like the beast that you have to overcome. There is somewhere where you're gonna have to prepare to clean up your thoughts and your energy and what it is that you indulge in thinking, because there is this need to become very practical with how you manage tangible energy. Okay? A rebirth where you put yourself at the center of life, using your emotional accolades as sufficient backing to help you progress towards this progressive wealth that you happen to be running into. The more emotionally stable, the more emotionally intelligent you are about this rebirth that you will be needing to experience this summer, will bring you face to face with the beast within you that you have to face when it comes to getting into that Virgo, very organized energy of clearing out the closet, clearing out the mess, clearing out the traumas, clearing out the triggers, clearing out all of those things that need you to reparent you. Reparent you about how it is exactly you've been looking at life. And how when I say to you that you can use those emotional victories that you've had up until now as sufficient backing and sufficient energy to get you exactly where you need to get to now. What else does the collective need to know for Cancer season? I'm going to move on to the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. I feel like we're done with that right away. What else does the collective need to know for Cancer season, Hot Girl Summer 2026, Spiritual Union? Hi, baby. I know you're watching. There is somewhere where there is support. This summer, a lot of you, especially those of you who may have felt like you haven't felt particularly supported in a long time, there is this summer a support. It is the summer of dualities. It's the summer of the 2 in the 3D. Okay, now I say that because with the Spiritual Union card, with the King of Cups card and the Nine of Cups, there is a lot of emotion to this season. There is the inevitable you needing to overcome the beast also, but it is very heavy on how you maintain emotional balance and how you celebrate your wins. That is what this Cancer season is all about. There is a rebirth taking place this summer, and it is being funded by how well you are, spiritual strength, willing to hold up. Do you just love the green in this energy? We're not even at Wednesday yet. It's Tuesday energy. And do you see how there's so much heart chakra? Ooh. Do you know what just came to me? A lot of you will be activating your heart chakra this Cancer season. I want to say to people that are watching right now, if you're here right now, please focus on your heart chakra. Please strengthen your heart chakra. Please make sure that your heart is absolutely strong, open. You're doing breathing exercises to really look at what you can do to sit in your spiritual energy. There's 2 references to spiritual here: spiritual union and spiritual strength. There's a lot of feminine energy to the season. Femininity, spirituality, intuition, even religion, it ties together because there is something that's not part of this 3D realm, that's part of this Cancer season. For a lot of you, you're going to be feeling supported by somebody in this 3D matrix realm, but the support that you're feeling from this person isn't just support that satiates your physical needs and wants and demands of the 3D. The support from this person is support that satiates part of you and your soul and your spirit that may have been starving for a really long time. The spiritual support that you're getting, the spiritual union that you're being part of right now, is one that is giving you so much strength and giving you so much power to hold up like a spiritual powerhouse. All of the bits of you that you know now need readdressing. All of the bits of you that you know now need remolding while this rebirth is taking place. So this summer, this hot girl summer, regardless of whatever sex you are, this hot girl summer, the more willing you are to understand that there is a rebirth that's taking place here, and the more patient you are with the bits of yourself that you know, almost like under scaffolding, being held up by scaffolding, while the new bits of you emerge, being held up by scaffolding, being held up. There are parts of you that are being held up by the spiritual union. This person is reaching out to bits of you spiritually that you may not have even tapped into just yet. For a lot of you, those of you that are here, those of you that are watching, this spiritual union that's giving you so much spiritual strength is something that's bringing you back to you. It's something that's putting you back at the center of your own life. The spiritual union is showing you where this rebirth within you is taking place, to how you may have operated and functioned in relationships before, to how that completely changes this Cancer season, and how you now operate completely differently in relationships. You operate from a place where it is that you know that you're holding yourself up. Okay. Let's go through all of these cards because they all came out in a chunk. This Cancer season, rest and rejuvenate. Trapped in fear, which is represented here by this 9 of Swords also, but there's also suffering in silence. Cancer has had this card for a while now. So there is something that has been sitting in this Cancerian mothering energy where there has been a lot of trauma, where there has been a lot of fear, and there has been a lot of suffering without a healthy outlet. Now, part of what I hope that this Cancer season is about is a lot of the feminines and those masculines that honor the feminine within them finding an outlet to release thought forms that have become reasons of suffering and silence, as well as the reasons that people are trapped in fear. I hope everyone understood that. There is positive movement forward. However, this positive movement means that there needs to be a third eye activation. Third eye activation as well as a heart activation, because somewhere along the lines, discontentment and boredom kind of grew a little bit in its own way. But I want to say that there needs to be an awareness towards victory and success. Now that there is an identification on how you need to bring yourself out of the 9 of Swords and into the 9 of Cups. So here's what this summer, this Cancer season is really saying. Get yourself out of where you've trapped yourself in fear because of discontent and boredom, and how a lot of that has led to suffering and silence. As we're stepping into this Virgo energy, as planets are moving into the sign of Virgo from Leo, there is somewhere where you're going to truly benefit from really taking the energy of the external and bringing it back into the internal. Okay, there is going to be a massive benefit for that. A lot of you are finding that gradually and very rapidly money situations are getting a lot better than even imagined. You will really benefit from keeping yourself at the center of all of it this summer, I want to say. And please know that there are spiritual unions that are bringing your levels of awareness and levels of consciousness to a whole different level. Since it is Cancer season, I've got the romance oracles for each sign. So let's go into each sign and let's do a psychic message as well as a romance oracle. Okay, so should we start with the sign of Aries? If you're an Aries, give me a thumbs up. I love you, Aries. All right, Aries. Aries, 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 Aries. Ooh, Aries. There is, in Cancer season, this joviality, and I want you to take it on the chin, Aries. There is this banter, there is this to and fro, there is almost like this level of conflict, which I think if you take it too seriously, it could be something that you could misinterpret as friendly fire. You know, there is somewhere here, Aries, where there is this level of competition maybe, or where you might need to really look at where some of the aggression or where some of the hostility may come from in your life, and how it is jovial or if it is actually something that is genuine. Okay, Aries, be very be very careful with your energy. Don't waste it on petty arguments and conflict and stuff like that. This is one of those seasons where there will be a lot of emotional energy, but if you are to see that not everything has to be a battle or a fight, especially with those that are around you, I think that would benefit you a lot. Accelerated motion and fulfillment of wishes. I love this for you, Aries. I want to say then this in Cancer season, Aries, fulfillment of wishes and accelerated motion, please decide where your energy is. Okay, if you see that your energy is being consumed too much in all kinds of outlets that may be distracting you from what it is truly and genuinely that you want to know, please know that whatever it is that you have been wishing for, it happens really quickly in the sign of Cancer season. Healing family issues and honeymoon. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents and enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So I feel like you and your loved one, Aries, are going to be facing certain relationship dynamics that lead you to where it is that you need to heal from things that may have happened between you and your family, your parents, etc. However, it is saying that if you get an opportunity to go away with this person, whoever you love, then do take that opportunity and do make a exit break, because there is a lot of quickness, accelerated motion to things, wishes, dreams, etc. coming true. All right, Taurus. Death card. Taurus, there is a transformation, like we've already talked about. There is a very big transformation that's taking place within you in Cancer season. As the summer begins, you are going to inevitably be faced with all the bits of yourself that you know need changing, need revamping, need rebranding, need redoing. Okay, this is one of those times for you. I think emotionally speaking, it may be bittersweet, you know, when we have to say goodbye to certain things that we may have become accustomed to. But please know, Taurus, that there are parts of you that has been really needing to do this transformation thing, and there is something very soothing about doing it in a season where you are being kind of said, listen, your emotions are being taken care of while you do this. So be very gentle with yourself, Taurus, right now, I want to say. Take your time with whatever it is that you know needs a new dawn in your life. And move forward as and when you're being prompted to, and really take care of the bits of you that you know might be a bit sore from change. Yeah? All right, Taurus. What else do we need to know for you? Taurus. Fertility. Some of you may be getting IVF. Some of you may be getting pregnant. Some of you may be starting new projects. Some of you may be finding out that this summer is the best time for you to start that whole thing that you've been wanting to start. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Taurus, I wouldn't put too much pressure on relationships while you are going through transformational phases in your life. I feel like right now you would really benefit if you just use this time to accept that there are parts of you and parts of your life that are changing, and that you could really just be a lot more, I think, just accept, Taurus, that there are things that need to change. And I wouldn't be too hung up or too hard about it. I would use this Cancer season to make the necessary changes and adjustments and amendments to the life that you know that you have been wanting to live, okay? But are in. Okay. Gemini. After your season, going into Cancer season, you have been given this opportunity to slow the pace for a moment as Mercury prepares to get into retrograde, and see where it is that you need to revise, reorganize, and look over the plans that you had for this year. What it is that you need to get really kind of in detail about when it comes to organizing. Could be wealth, could be finances, could be job, could be what it is in your life that you know you haven't been paying too much attention to, and now that you're given this opportunity during Cancer season and this Mercury retrograde to, can we get a proper shuffle please, to just take a moment to revise things and look over things, rejoice in celebration. Please know that it isn't going to be too much of a heavy season for you. You are just, however, being asked to look over where it is that you need to reorganize bits and pieces in life, where it is that you know that you can use more of your networking skills. And you know what, I'm really strongly going to suggest that after your season, Gemini, make sure you are out there and doing the whole networking thing while you are rebranding, revising, and playfulness. I really like this energy for you, Gemini. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. You know what, this really is hot girl summer. This is giving Gemini hot girl summer. Gem, make sure you're organized. Make sure you have pre-thought the way that that mercurial brain does while it is just doing the sidestepping in retrograde. Take this moment to really look over what needs revising, reorganizing, rebranding, redoing. Make sure you're out there networking and just be your fun, youthful self, Gemini. That's the advice that I have for Cancer season for you. Who's next? Leo. No, we haven't done Cancer. Cancer, your season. Happy birthday, darling. What does Cancer need to know for Cancer season 2026? Oh, what an abundant, fertile time it is for you, Cancer. This is one of those times where you're really going to be quite grateful for all of your creature comforts. You will really be on that planning, organizing, and having that fruitful hot girl summer for reals. Your intuition during your season, of course, is going to be at its strongest, Cancer. There's this real divine feminine energy that I'm getting off of this. There is something very feminine, very intuitive, very instinctive, very much connected to nature, to Gaia, Sophia, the whole world. And there is something here about you being abundant and being very surrounded by all of the creature comforts that life has to offer you. This is definitely a hot girl summer for you, Cancer, and there is somewhere where you are being given insights into your own psyche this season. There are insights that are going to be feeling like doors that are being unlocked, portals that are being unlocked, heart-to-heart conversations, and express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Cancer, there is a conversation, and it would really behoove you to get into the summer girl vibe flow. Get super true and honest with yourself. Really let your intuition speak to you, because there is somewhere that is going to lead you to a heart-to-heart conversation. And the key word here being honestly discuss your feelings with each other. But there is also somewhere where you get the opportunity to express your love, Cancer. So go ahead and make the romantic gesture as and when you get the opportunity to. All right, who's next? Leo. Hey, Leo. Hot Girl Summer 2026, Leo, Cancer season. We are starting it off. What do you need to know, Leo? I'm only going to take the two that turned upwards. We will not take all of those that scattered out onto the table. That is the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. How synchronistic is that? After the Cancer Queen of Pentacles, we now have the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. Leo, this is an abundant summer. I feel like summer babies are really quickly stepping into the Pentacles. There is quick action required of you, which isn't very much like you. I feel like Jupiter being in your sign is not only promising better looking fortune and better looking outcomes to your money, but a level of speed and velocity that might have not expected to attaining this money or this abundance or whatever it is that is financially working out for you, Leo. There is something that happens very quickly. There is this energy that you step into, bits of information, news, intellectual motivation. There is something here that is genuinely pushing you in the direction of abundance, Leo. What does Leo need to know? There's 3 cards. I'm going to take them. We're going to go through them very quickly. Emotional loss, fulfillment of wishes, and suffering in silence. So there is somewhere, Leo, you're going to have to make a decision about what truly is important to you and what you genuinely want. Because I feel like there is somewhere where you need to keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. You're going to have a decision to make, Leo, this Cancer season, about whether it is you are focusing on your money and your abundance or those fulfillment of wishes, or if you are going to sacrifice the benefits by giving into lower vibrational feelings that may be pulling on your heartstrings. You're gonna have to really keep an open mind this Cancer season, Leo, and see what it is that you can do to move more in the direction of wishes being fulfilled as opposed to lingering in suffering in silence and emotional loss, Leo. All right, Virgo. Let's get into your energy, Virgo. Let's give the deck a good shuffle. All right, Virgo. Hey, Virgo. What do you need me to tell you? Virgo. Summer 2026, Cancer season for Virgo. In Virgo's highest and best good, what does Virgo need me to tell Virgo? For Cancer season 2026. Can you get yourself out of any and all limitations that you have put yourself in, Virgo? Can you listen to me and can you take it seriously when I tell you stop putting yourself in limits? Stop putting limits on yourself. Stop telling yourself you can't. Stop putting all of the reasons why you can't in front of you. If you really want to win this hot girl summer, you can't do that by hiding yourself, by locking yourself away. You're going to have to set yourself free at some point. And this is what this Cancer season is all about for you, Virgo. Set yourself free. Look at where it is that you have put too many limits and restrictions on yourself. Look at where it is that you may not have allowed yourself to be as abundant as you deserve to be. Look at where it is that you may have been gaslit or narc-abused into trauma that has got you playing way smaller than you should be playing. Because frankly speaking, don't you just freaking love it? The intellect, all of the bits of do you know what, Virgo? This is going to come from you. This is going to come from you. Anywhere and everywhere that you may have been gaslit, narc-abused, even you yourself, backing yourself into a corner. This Cancer season, triumphantly, you unify all of those fears and you become something to be feared. That's what happens in Cancer season, Virgo. You become something of a weapon. There is somewhere where all of the limitations, there is somewhere where all of the doubts, where you've self-sabotaged, where you've played small, where you've done the whole analysis paralysis thing, there is somewhere where that story has run out on you. You have now, after this Gemini new moon, intellectually speaking, Capricornian energy temptation, you're going to have to look at the self-talk. You're going to have to look at where it is that you have to overcome this for yourself, Virgo. This is where you win out, intellectually speaking, over the traps that may have been set out for you and traps that you may have set up for yourself. This is where the voice of reason comes through, Virgo. And this is where you put all of those limits behind you and you don't give into playing small, playing victim, and you don't give into reasons why. And now when I said gaslit by narc abuse, healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, Virgo, this is emotionally very transformative for you, because in this season, this emotionally led season, you're getting a voice of reason that will literally pull you out of all of those self-sabotaging patterns that may have played out for you, where you may have given into the temptation, which is basically the devil's work pulling you back into small spaces and being limited again. This is big, Virgo. This is massively big for you. But what I want you to focus on is the victory, is the triumph of how triumphantly you get yourself out of self-sabotage and get yourself out of playing small in Cancer season. All right, let's move into Libra. Libra, what do you need to know for Cancer season? Cancer season 2026 in your highest and best good, Libra. What do you need me to tell you? Very quick movement, Libra. Libra, there is news, there's action, there's information that's coming in very quickly. Please be prepared in this Cancer season to receive news, receive things that you may have never even expected to find out about, things that you may have received in terms of things that will prompt you to take certain actions, Libra. Movement, choices, and decisions, Libra. There is a lot of really quickly changing situations taking place in Cancer season. Cancer is cardinal emotion, so this could be the one you've already met, the romantic partner you seek. There are things that are really changing quite quickly in terms of the emotional dynamics of a relationship, Libra, in Cancer season. All right, let's get to Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. In your highest and best good for Cancer season, fellow water sign, what does Scorpio need to know? King of Cups. This is a really good season for you. okay? This is that season, Scorpio, where you really get to be in your element, where you get to ride the waves, the ebbs and flows of life, and you get to put yourself on top of all of it. This is a level of emotional intelligence that this season is really, I love this for you, Scorpio. Look at that, triumphant success. You and Virgo really are doing that whole triumphant success thing this Cancer season. Scorpio, my honest advice to you, new love, okay? A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Scorpio, there is new love here for you. And this person, this relationship has really put you in a emotionally balanced place. This relationship can be a new phase within a relationship, can be a completely new person. Whatever it is, this relationship is going to be a triumphant success for you as a person, as who you are, and how you know, put yourself out there in the world. But this new person really is one that brings out the best in you. So all the best of luck with that, Scorpio. Or this new phase in love, whatever it is that you're going through. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, what do you need me to tell you for this Cancer season? Sagittarius, get off of the karmic loop, okay? Especially when it comes to your finances. There is somewhere where you are going to have to look at a cyclical loop of things that inevitably go up and down, and where it is that you will have to embrace new beginnings, Sagittarius, where it is that you can walk through this hot girl summer portal and actually decide for yourself where it is that you get to put down the repetitive patterns. What it is that you can do to really take your time with overcoming the newness to the situation, as opposed to repeating the same cycle. Finances and career, Sagittarius, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And this is the karmic loop that you're being asked to take a new beginning on, Sagittarius. You're going to have to commit to the story, especially when it comes to your finances. You're going to have to get off of the up and down bullshit loop, because there is somewhere where, you know, that it's really affecting every other part of your life, and you are due this new beginning, Sag. So like it says in the card, have a new beginning on this karmic loop, and it stops the minute you decide it stops. That's literally it. Capricorn. Capricorn. In your highest and best good, what do you need me to tell you, Capricorn? King of Swords. Aries, Gemini, Libra energy. Capricorn could be air sign energy. This could be you. There's this level of detachment and intellectual assertiveness that you're gonna have to really apply to a certain situation at the moment. If it is an air sign in your life, there is a level of authority, there is a level of charge, there is a level of dominance here. Two cards, trapped in fear and mental conflict. Okay, Capricorn, please use your mental power to overcome lower vibrational sensations and feelings. If nothing in your 3D is showing up as a reason to be scared or in fear, then please don't indulge in mental conflict. Please use that energy to keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Capricorn, adopt this energy of playfulness, okay? To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So there is somewhere where you're going to have to be a lot more playful about this situation, Capricorn. Wedding, this situation involves marriage and new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Wow. So Capricorn, there may actually be someone else here. And some of you may be in a third party situation, or you may actually be married, and the person that you're actually being led to might be completely different from who you think or what you might normally expect. The situation is really tense. It's really heavy. It's really heavy energy, Capricorn. I want to say to you, get out of your head a little bit. And the best way to do that is maybe see where it is that you can take all of that mental energy and try and put it to play. Go do something fun, Capricorn. Do something really fun. Okay. Aquarius. In your highest and best good, what do you need me to tell you, Aquarius? Page of Pentacles. Aquarius, there is a new job. There is a job offer. There's keys to a brand new apartment. There is something coming forward to you that involves your safety and your security. There is somewhere where I feel like a prayer has been heard. There is something about you needing to create safety, stability, and security for yourself in this emotionally heavy season. In this season, there does come forward some form of an invitation, an offer. Could be job, could be new money, could be something that you do to create more grounding, stability, and security for yourself in terms of the relationship. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Aquarius, I feel like you may be offered something that really does help you increase your stability and your security. I will suggest that you do something to remain grounded during this season. All right, Pisces. I love this bit of the reading when we get to your sign. Ah, look at that great big Pisces. I love you. All right, Pisces. I love you so much. Pisces, what do you need me to tell you now that you've got me here before I run away? What do you need me to tell you, Pisces? What do you need to hear from me? Pisces, what do you need me to tell you? Ooh, Pisces. I suppose. Partnerships, yum. Okay, Judgment and Queen of Swords. Pisces, there is a decision that you know that you're going to have to pull your emotions away from, and you're just going to have to really lay down the facts, especially when it comes to partnerships, and especially when it comes to the conflict, the flipping conflict. Oh my gosh. You're going to have to make decisions from a bit more of a detached, cold-hearted, assertive place. And that might be a little bit tricky considering you are the whole ocean. And no one holds emotion like you do, but there is no one who holds emotional intelligence like you do either, Pisces. So there is somewhere where you're going to have to be very matter-of-fact when it comes to a decision that you're going to have to make about certain partnerships and relationships. And you are going to have to do it from a very detached kind of place. And you know what? Sometimes that's actually really okay. And throat chakra means that you're going to have to practice really saying what you mean, Pisces. And I know for you, sometimes that can be a bit of a wild goose chase getting the right words out, because sometimes you don't actually know how you feel until you are completely burnt out and done with the whole thing. Pisces, don't stay quiet about things that you know that you need to speak up on, especially when it comes to partnerships and relationships. I do feel like there is somewhere where you've got to say it, Pisces. Speak on it. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Say it. Say it, Pisces. Say it. Just say it, for God's sakes. Don't stay quiet on it. Just talk about it. It's okay. I love all of you so much. Thank you so much for being here. I hope all of you found this so helpful. If you're a Virgo, let's meet here again in the kitchen tomorrow, God willing. And if you are not and you want to join us anyway, you are more than welcome to. Book a reading with me. Email me, rubyreadstarot@hotmail.com. All donations made to the channel are so, so greatly appreciated. Thank you everyone who has donated to the channel, everyone who has booked readings, everyone who is just here for the love. You're so freaking amazing. Go out there and smash it this week. And until we meet again next week, I love you so much. Have an amazing week. Have a good one. Take it easy. Bye.